Well, here we are still living in lockdown, and I've just been looking out into the garden. As soon as the sun comes out, we're out too, making the most of it. We're so lucky and so blessed to have such a lovely retirement home. You know, we'd always look forward to it after a lifetime of living in church houses. And we've been quite careful with our money, and now it's time to sit back and enjoy. Well, I was just doing that and thinking, and then God took me by surprise as I remembered the parable Jesus told about a rich old fool.
The ground of a certain rich man yielded an abundant harvest. He thought to himself, "What shall I do? I have no place to store my crops." Then he said, "This is what I'll do. I'll tear down my barns and build bigger ones, and there I will store my surplus grain. And I'll say to myself, 'You have plenty of grain laid up for many years. Take life easy, eat, drink, and be merry.' But God said to him, 'You fool, this very night your life will be demanded from you. Then who will get what you have prepared for yourself?' This is how it will be with whoever stores up things for themselves, but is not rich toward God."
Well, I hope we haven't been foolish. Probably been too prudent, in fact. But this living in lockdown is making us all stop and think, isn't it? Think about who we really are and what our lives are for. Are our resources really being used in the way that God would want? To help so many others far worse off than us? To save the planet? After all, we might not be around much longer to eat all those goodies we've just stashed away in the freezer, but we have anyway. As it happens, the firm that advises us on our finances is a Christian one. We like them because they challenge us to, yes, invest prudently, but then to ask ourselves whether the ideal financial plan, wait for it, isn't to die with a big balance in the bank, but to go to glory just as the money runs out. Having used it all, of course, to provide for our family, to help others, and give thanks to God. You know, I think we may have some rebalancing to do. I'm thinking of all the institutions just locally to where we live now that were founded by those who've gone before us to help others in the past. From the church to the almshouses, local charities in more recent times. Perhaps it's our turn to chip in now. But for now, cheers! I think God does mean us to enjoy the good things He's given us ourselves as well.